Hello, we're here with another Testulous match. We got a 3K 4v4 on Arroyo. Team 1 ANS, Team 2 OSP. Team 1 is Highball, Hunter, Careful Crusader, and Wheatbread. Team 2 is Calmia, Crow, Xenophon, and Rymark. And apparently ANS has done something kind of greedy. We're going to find out here, dropping down with them. Actually, who are we dropping down? We're dropping down with OSP. So 450 bulk freighter. Looks like Crow's bringing out the big guns. Look forward to this. Got some Pavis. Got a lot of Pavis around it. I think that's all Pavis, actually. It's brave. Dropping down with the OSP. I know ANS has done something weird, apparently. But we're going to have to go through the OSP fleets first, because that's the rules that I've arbitrarily inflicted on myself. Crow has 450s on the front, MLS 2s in the back. Very nice, very nice. Armor's got a container liner with... okay, so some active containers for just like spam and scouting. And then a whole bunch of rocket containers. Those are R6s, even though they haven't been delineated as such yet again. Colmia has... What is this? What is this? Alright, a 250 bulker with one plasma gun on it. And a CR10 on the backside. When I say what the fuck is this, I thought there were two CR10s on it, one on the front, one on the back. That's why I was losing my mind. But that's, I mean, it's still not a great build. We got two of those. 100 mils on them as well. That's just not enough plasma output for it to be meaningful. You really got to specialize with those, especially with the casemates now. One multi-mission tug sort of style thing. It's got a jammer. It's got an MLS2. It's got an AMM thing in the nose. And it's got two of these maybe? No, Bloodhound on the other one. MLS2, T20. Plus one. Xenophon rocking a big old MMT build. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 multi-mission tugs. It's a tug with a C30, a MLS2, a Bellbird, a Pinpoint, and an AMM rack. The S2s it fires are Corkscrew, and there are a few different warhead configurations. I think Act Command Val is in vogue right now, but we'll see. Two little gun shuttles as well with AMMs on them, perhaps. Or possibly offensive S1s. We'll see. I'm saying we'll see a lot. I don't know what that's about. What the fuck is this ANS team? Alright. Okay, yeah, so I was right about the ACT command validator. Good to know. Hunter's got his 3,000 point battleship, which has a spyglass, 4-track correlators, and more 450 than you can shake a stick at. Very funny. Very stupid. It's also flak maxed, apparently, with rebounds. Still has 2 defenders, just in case, but all the rebounds are an interesting choice, to be sure. Careful Crusader has... Oh my god. PD-less rail array with Mark 64s, some scout frigs, and a Nike cap sprinter. So those are going to get destroyed by containers. Yeah, so remember when we were talking about losing a fleet select? I think ANS is in trouble. They just don't have the point defense to deal with containers. They should know if Rymark's in the game, there's probably going to be containers on the field. That's what he's been doing lately. Oh my, Highball and Wheatbread both walking double voxels and double sprinter. Let's take a look at these. Okay, one has a bullseye. They got some S3Hs. And then the sprinters, jam, defender, VLS1s. Maybe offensive, maybe defensive is programming. Yeah, so offensives. Bonk. And defensives. Wheatbread has... 2 jamming. Can I select the next one, please? 2 jam support sprinters, 1 bullseye, 1 Pinard, and then 2 gun-centric voxels. One has some soft kill in it, yeah, and then the other has some S3Hs. Containers are coming out. Yeah, rocket containers heading towards the voxels. Glonk. Couple lands. Not too many, but yeah, those rocket containers are going to be very effective against the voxels. So we've got defender. Centric PD. Oh no. Some normal containers going up towards these destroyers that have no point defense, but the containers just miss. Oh, they do have defenders on them? What? I thought I saw no point defense on them. Oh, okay. So a couple of them have... Yeah, two of them have defenders, and that's maybe going to be enough against normal containers. It's not going to be enough against rocket containers. Yeah, these are coming up here now. And I think the destroyers might be able to get out of arc, actually. Nope. Glock, there's one. Alright, well, that's dead. Next. Fortunately, it looks like the whole salvo is going for that one. Would have been able to spread these out and probably kill 2 or 3 of them at once, funnily enough, but that's how missiles be sometimes. Oh, next one's gonna take some damage. Bonk. There you go. I need some... What is it? I don't have any music loaded. What if we listen to some Daytona? I think I've done this already recently, but fuck it. That's what's up. Okay, we got some S2s heading down here to the shuttle on Alpha. And while all this little missile battle has been happening, OSP and the ANS have both taken their caps at roughly the same time. They're kind of fighting over Alpha right now. And how are we looking on shape? Okay, OSP's focused on kind of the lower side of the map. ANS is focused on the upper side of the map. They're trying to get that railgun cover. But OSP's going to be fairly safe where they are. Huge volume S2s going after the voxels, but just going to get soft killed by the blankets. Except for one of the... Oh, yeah, there they go. Oh, the blankets were track fired, and now they've drifted off target. The S2 is going to fly in. A lot of them get downed by defenders, though, but enough get through to cause some real problems to Weak Red's voxels. That's one very bruised voxel. It hasn't lost... Well, it's lost one gun. Let's get a closer look at this. It's lost a large locker, but that can be brought back. It's lost 2 large lockers, I believe is what this is. Yeah, that can be brought back. This one's also a little beat up. These containers might come in and finish them off. Nope. These are voxels. You can't fire normal containers of voxels. Defender's going to handle those. Well, maybe not. Rocket containers come in. Where are these going? Oh, they're staged on the chaff. Ooh, that's rough. Yeah, let's close out of that, actually. And listen to some of the in-game music. Maybe less... Oh my, that's quite loud. There we go. Another S2 volley, but all you gotta do is jam. Oh, missiles coming from 2 different directions, though. Jam's not gonna cut it. But the soft kill absolutely will. Another huge rocket volley just going for chaff. Looks like this one's going for an active decoy. Shwoom. There it goes, destroying the active decoy. You don't see missiles land on active decoys very much. Like some beams going out? No, there are no beams on this team. What was that? Oh, those are just belated missile trails that I'm seeing. Yeah, Weak Red sort of ate shit over here for his push. It was definitely a clever idea. Trying to get in the back line with the voxels and get a kill on the container liner. I know I've done that. Able to waste a lot, like a lot, way more than its points value. Or not his points value, but way more than it's worth to kill these things in rocket containers. And S2s from Crow. And Crow's still firing more. These two both in pretty bad shape, but they might be able to just get away and survive, although not if... Yeah, there's Chaff again. Womp womp. Oh, man. That's pretty good at that. ANS not really able to get any shape on the left side of the map either, so that's going to hurt them in the long run. They capped Alpha, and they're able to zone OSP out of that with the 450 battleship and the voxels and the rail DDs all on kind of their own backside above Bravo. Wheatbread very unhappy about this. A different angle coming in. These rocket containers just not staging. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. The cruise path might have been held too long there, or they might have just not had the correct angle. Rocket containers have some limits on their the angle with which they can release at, so they're not dumping at completely oblique angles. Might have been out of those. Oh my. Some S2s over here getting jammed. Not able to fight this MMT, although it is getting RPF'd by Voxel 250, so it's gonna be in big trouble real quick. A little bit of advice for everyone out there: you can just HE tugs. I mean, you want to dump like a little bit of RPF down the field to try and quank their missile launcher, but you actually can just HE tugs. They don't have the mobility to, unless they're at extreme range, like the very edge of your range, they don't have the mobility to dodge the direct fire rounds. Wheatbread might be heading up to Charlie. I think he's just retreating towards Alpha, though. Gonna eat another bonk volley of rockets. That's one voxel that's... This thing is basically dead. Oh, lost its drive. Yeah, it's down. It's done. It's got a CIC. It will never move from this point, though. And it's never going to shoot anything again, either. So that's dead. How's the Elster doing? Not much better. It's got a drive. It's got a radar, technically, and one panel lower left. Or top left, top left, top left. I hate how these are fucking labeled, dude. Just gotta get the magazine back online and a DC locker. Yeah, this thing's gonna be in trouble. It is going for the Charlie cap, though, and I don't think, other than the container liner, there's not really anything that can threaten it or punish it. Let's look at the rounds on the container liner. Munitions, I should say. Wow. Still got a lot. 53 rocket containers, 40% of the armaments, only spent 60. Although, I say only, but he's also only mostly killed one fleet. And then kind of beaten up another one. I think spending the rocket containers more aggressively on the destroyers would have been the better play here, but by now they've moved into the battleships PD range. It's going to be able to help support them having next to no point defense on their own. I think if Rymark would have noticed that the last volley after that, well, might have had to focus on the voxels because they were in the back line and pushing the container liner, and it's like, well, you either kill these or you fucking die. So even if there's other more optimum targets on the map, you just have to fight those. Yeah, I think the containers helped a lot with that, though, because a lot of the jamming was spent on the containers. Saw the first volley of S2s miss because of jamming, and then the containers got jammed instead of the S2s, so the S2s were able to get good lands. What is going on in this chat? Fucking degenerates. And unfortunately, I believe this is out of soft kill. Yeah, this is not the ship that has the soft kill on it. So that means it's about to eat shit to rocket containers. Bonk. Oh, no wonder you're following. Well. There's another volley. Bonk. They get the Charlie cap, though, which is a good way of spinning that already nearly dead voxel. It's going to get cleaned up by the bulk freighters on the back. OSP doesn't have good map control. In fact, they're mostly off the map. They've been pushed down lower alpha side and out in their kind of their own spawn area behind Charlie with that voxel push. It's really early in this match. OSP hasn't even broken 300 points, and ANS has just barely broken 300 points. Oh, and it has been nuts. So what have we missed during all of this? The battleship is parked, being played like a mini battleship, but is actually being very effective at dealing damage, probably. So that's actually kind of a good thing. You know, normally you don't want to park those things in the middle of open space and just shoot guys, but that's what this build is designed to do, and it does it pretty decently. The destroyers are cowering near the battleship for its point defense network, which don't blame them for that. You kind of need that. I think some of these rockets are going to start heading for the destroyers, although there's only 3. That's not going to get through the ship's point defense network, or it might just miss. I don't know. Maybe feather firing is a good idea, especially with how low Rymark has to be on munitions. In fact, we can just check that. 30% of the starting munitions. It's only a couple volleys. ANS heading down towards Delta to recap. Xenophon has snuck in one of the UMTs onto Delta while that big fight was happening over on the Bravo Charlie line side of the map. I think Xeno's also going to be able to get this UMT away. I don't know. It's going to be close. Just actually dodging the HE, so apparently I'm wrong about the whole you don't need to worry about RPF in those. At least if you got the micro, anything's possible. And boy, does Xenophon have the micro. I was going to be able to retake Charlie, because this is just a R drive and a RCIC, and this is going to die here before too long.
The enemy is
I think these containers going. They got to be going after the destroyers, right? Gee, I wish I could see the cruise line. Oh well. Maybe at some point. Where are these going? Wait a minute. Can I not see this? Oh, can you not see any cruise lines inspected? Oh, that makes me sad. I forgot that doesn't work like that.
The enemy secured zone dagger.
Alright, these might be direct fired actually. Yeah, those are probably direct fired S2s. Given that they're from Hunter, so we'll see. It's one beat up tug. It's still gonna be able to cap Charlie. Bunch of normal containers going after this battleship. Gonna be able to get some lands because it doesn't have enough defenders. It's got oops all rebounds except for 2 defenders on the hip, and we're coming in at a pretty bad angle. The rocket's not able to sniff the battleship and stage on it though. I'm not sure if the rockets would do that much with all the rebounds, although 2 of the rebounds have been knocked out, possibly even destroyed. Yeah, there's a rebound, and there's one that's red by the normal container lands amidships and kind of port a beam. Wheatbread trying to jam out these rocket containers, but you just don't have the angle on those, Chief. They're going for oh, some of them are going for the Calibri. Jam him again. Jam him again. Nope, he's dead. These normal containers. Bonk, bonk. See you later. Big rocket stage on, I think this destroyer, this destroyer that is now dead. Pretty much instantly. Look at how roasted that is. Wow. Hang up on the rail DB. That's a choice.
The enemy secured zone common.
Hang-ups have the range? Yeah, I guess hang-ups do have like really high range, so.
Not really the effective range though, it's not really gonna do anything.
Okay. Yeah, what is the... So the further away you get from it, the less powerful it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're competing with the enemy team that were closest to the target, because their antenna, as it gets close to the target, is more powerful as well. So it's hang-ups are pretty much best used on beam destroyers or other close-range ships,
Got it.
where the law of power fall-off works in your favor.
Okay, so it's kind of the opposite of radar
Of what the
jamming.
20 Yeah. So don't let the 20-kilometer max range on hang-ups deceive you.
Yeah. I don't know, we got another rocketinger volley coming here. I think it's going after the rail destroyers. Probably gonna bonk the ink. Might hit both the ink and the clean. What is this angle? These are gonna stage on the Bully Ocean again, or they might be going after the battleship? Yeah, they're just gonna stage on the dead ship already. Or again. And now it's extra dead. Thanks, 7.
God damn, that looked good though.
We got Rymark moving onto the map a little bit. Is container banks, they're not out. They are a little low. But I think OSP realizes that they actually just have to cap things or they lose. Because they're down 4-1 on the cap points, and they have nearly 220 points down. I think I did that math wrong, but that's fine. Another Riker strike going on. The voxels. Yeah. Crow, I think, mentioned. No, Misk. Wheatbread is the reddest player I've ever seen. Yeah, it's because it's like all rocket strikes, and so they're not quite able to finish off the ships. But Wheatbread has lost 2 of his, both of his voxels. Pardon me. ANS gonna be able to get onto Charlie. Kalmia really needs to get off of relative formation if she's gonna want to be capping things with better speed. There are only rocket tanners coming out towards the destroyers. I think these 2 are gonna miss. They might just be sounding containers though. So I am still not familiar enough with the rocket containers to be able to figure out like what their stage angle is. Yeah, these are just going off into the wood. Crow has managed to flank under the bottom side of the map to get on to Bravo and is gonna immediately eat a ton of rail fire for their trouble, and one of the bulkers is faced the wrong way. That's unfortunate. 1450 bulker faced the right way. And we got another container volley here coming in towards the battleship, and it's got 1 defender in our bonk, yeah, which is not enough anymore. Not enough anymore. Once upon a time, not that long ago. In fact, right now, as we speak on the live version of the game, that 1 defender would have cleaned all that up. Containers are a little more faster, they're a little more agile. And they can get through 1 defender, just barely. But that's all you need. A land is a land. And this thing has been gutted. It can get back to being effective. It's still fighting fit, but it's lost a lot of its support tools. Ooh, and it lost a magazine. I'm not sure if Hunter realizes that. Probably will before too long. A bulker, the container liner, excuse me, is getting onto Alpha, and OSP, ANS is too busy. Oh man, maybe I need to go to bed. ANS is too busy dealing with all of the weird OSP shit in their backline to deal with the container liner that's in the middle of the map. Another container strike going towards the battleship, although this position is kind of good for the defenders. I think all these are going to get cleaned up. Oh, double kill there right at the end. 1 defender spray, killing 2 containers at once. Pretty funny. That battleship's in big trouble. It's eating some plasma. It's eating a little bit of the 250. 250 not doing too much. Let's take a look at the armor on this thing. Can we get like good sunlight? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, the containers didn't strip too much of its armor, and the just 1 plasma cannon, presumably unbuffed, given all the 250s. It's just not going to cut it. In fact, we can just look at this. This is spectator mode. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. We got ammo elevators. And that's it. No. Oh, 1 RCC. But no E-rigs. Yeah, so it's an unbuffed case mate. AD. What's AD? Active decoys. Pro loses 1 of the bulk freighters to combined arms attack of voxels, with gun voxels and missiles. With the rails, I don't know how Rymark hasn't been able to kill these 2 destroyers. I haven't been paying super close attention to it, but I keep seeing rocket containers go up in this direction. I think he's just fighting the battleship, maybe. Doing a pretty decent job of that. Yeah, the thing about the all rocket containers, or rocket container focus, is it's, I mean, it's pretty good right up until you have chaff and active decoys. I think ANS in general is going to have to adapt to more soft kill centric fleet. Crow's calling GG. Rymark's out of ammo. Calmy is at the back of the map. Game's over for OSP. Oh, nice. There's a bowling ball, but it's not gonna matter. Bonk. Wow, what are the warheads on those? That did not do much damage as I would think would be done to something like this. Yeah, it's just a civilian reactor and a
The enemy is
long
securing
haul.
zone dagger.
Not the most tanky of drive sections, but didn't lose him. Rymark's going for Bravo. Oh, can't be controlled. I mean, it's over. It's over for OSP. I think they're too far behind. Although, I don't know. OSP is going to be able to sneak Delta again. Anus doesn't have anything in range to go to Delta since Highball had to rotate onto Bravo to deal with Crow. Anus is going to be able to easily control Bravo, but they're really out of position to get onto Alpha, Echo, or Charlie. The battleship's up in space, and its thrust hasn't really been degraded that much, but it's pretty far away from everything and kind of slow. Dragon Raider Whip. It's not gonna be able to fly 10 kilometers very quickly or effectively. Careful Crusader just like can't get onto the map with these rail destroyers, or they'll get completely obliterated by anything. These are pretty greedy and have to stay at long range. So Highball's kind of got the only on-map assets right now, and they're back in a corner down by Bravo. Oh my. And although Calmy is over here and kind of was basically the only on-map asset for the OSP, and getting railed kind of hard, although got a lot of damage control and the rails are coming in broadside, so it might be fine. Rymark's gonna might be able to get on a Bravo. And this stupid fucking container liner that's on fire. Very on fire, but still gonna get out of the point. 34 MS in the long haul drive. Oh, there go the engines. It might be breaking? I'm not sure if he's just losing engines or if he's breaking. Well, he's definitely lost a couple of engines. Yeah, no, he's just losing engines. Oh, the little container liner that could. OSP gonna 5 cap ANS. Down 200 points. They're getting back in this game. What is this match? The 250 bulkers still slamming into the side of this battleship that's eating some containers and eating a few plasma rounds. Not doing that much damage. Not doing much damage at all. Hunter very unhappy playing this. Specifically not having that much map presence and yeah, maneuvering like a clown. Oh my god, is OSP gonna fucking take this game? No way, right? Because Highball comes up here, kills Rymark, and no time flat, recaps Bravo, has split up. Okay, good. Has already split up the voxel. One's headed towards Delta. Should be. I think he's actually headed towards Alpha. Yo, dog, you need to go to Delta. Or ANS might be hesitant to go on to Delta. They haven't had eyes on that area in a long, long time. They probably don't know what's down there. All that's down there is one MMT, which I think might even be out of missiles. No, it's got one volley of missiles left. But that's not gonna realistically threaten any of these voxels. I mean, it'll probably get some lands. Corkscrew S2 good, but not enough to kill or even stun one of the voxels. It's going towards Alpha anyways, which is actually going to wind up being more risky because Kalmia is pushing into the middle of the map, has eyes on Alpha with both bulk freighters. Retreating a little bit, though, to get away from the battleship. It looks like the battleship's headed towards Alpha. So this voxel really needs to go to Delta. Like, really needs to go to Delta, not Alpha. Might be headed towards Echo. I don't know, it's very unclear. It's got a decoy container liner heading off here. It's gonna go off the map and retreat. OSP gonna be able to recover that resource. Very important. They've got the moral victory. Everything else is just butter. Pay no attention to the deranged man with the microphone. This battleship, even this tiny little bit of plasma is kind of starting to add up. It's lost the S2 launcher, which I don't think matters. Yeah, it's already empty. And this angle's good for the plasma because it's such a thin profile. The plasma is very likely to get lands in the same place and fully strip the armor. Cruiser out on the map is stopping for some reason. Yeah, I don't think Highball is able to figure out quite what to do. Highball, probably the least experienced player in this game. Good, now it's heading for Delta. Both Highball and Kalmia are blues, and they've played quite a few games in the Coliseum, and so they're performing quite a bit better than your average blue. Very nice to see. Very nice to see the distant overlords getting on Alpha and capping it. Not able to get the guns pointed up towards the bulk freighters that are hammering it. But that's not a huge deal. The battleship definitely taking some damage from the 250s at this point. But not very much. Oh, what damage it is taking is going to the drive section, which is certainly problematic. It needs to get this thing rolled over so that its starboard is facing the bulkers and it's got a fresh armor side, because both the mast and the port are just, they're not horribly plasmid, but they're plasmid enough that it's eating damage. And the damage is really going to start stacking, especially since I think it's out of restores due to the, yeah, it's got one restore and no restorable damage control lockers that'll give it, well, any more than one restore. Because of all the containers that it ate at the early part of the game. ANS gets Alpha. OSP has managed to take the lead, though. They're ahead by 30 points. They're up 3-2 on the score cap. Rymark is still somehow alive? On, well, not on, but very nearly on Bravo. In fact, that might actually, you can't tell. I think this is inside the point. You can't tell from the TAC map view, but I think this just might be inside the Bravo point, just barely. And that's enough because it's alive. It's got a reactor. It's got its combat information center reinforced in a bulk freighter. You know, normally I scoff at pointing anything into these things other than containers, more and more and more missiles, but this is paying off at the end of the game. Able to park on the point and be alive. And this tug getting HE'd now. Was getting RPF for a second there, as we see from Misk. The HE's going to be able to kill it eventually. I don't know if it's going to be fast enough, though. How many ammo loaders you have? Not enough. These are not reloading very fast. We got Malgyros. 2 ammo elevators. Just 2 ammo elevators in this thing. It is not going to be able to kill it fast enough. Micro reactor for the double drive, Mount Gyro. Yeah, this Voxel on Delta is not going to be able to kill this the Cartware fast enough. OSP headed towards Alpha and towards Bravo, I think. Yeah, they've split up. The battleship has gone through Alpha, not able to really stop. It might be just outside the point. think Hunter still has drive capacity though, so should be able to. Oh man, that plasma's really starting to add up. Although as this 250 bulker switches from the top of the ship over to the starboard side, it's not going to be able to penetrate through that fresh armor. Delta's being capped by A&S. The tug has been defanged. It's not dead, so that's going to have to stay there. Well, it couldn't go anywhere for the rest of the map anyways. OSP 50 points down, 50 points ahead. Oh, this has been a wild match. A&S kind of pinned down. They have a very limited number of ships. Yeah, I think OSP has it. They're up by 58 points, and it's less than that to the end of the goal line. They've got 2 caps. Well, they were about to have 2 caps. They had the 3. Yeah, there's the 2 caps, and A&S isn't in a position to grab another point before the game ends. I think that's GG for OSP. Man, what a game. What a game. What the fuck?
That was a wild ride.
You are
That was
telling me.
amazing. That was an entertaining watch.
Oh yeah, this right here. These are the kinds of matches. This is why I love doing this. That shit was neck and neck. Well, it actually wasn't. It was very clearly A&S sided for a little bit, and then also very clearly OSP sided for a little bit, and then it got really
Yeah,
close.
it flip-flopped, and that was like the turnaround of a century.
Well, and
I think
right at the
those
start of the game.
CLs, the highball CLs had skedaddled a little bit faster after they killed that Volker. They would have had that. They just ran D and maybe
Yep.
E.
Should have immediately
I'm just,
gone.
I'm just excited to see what everybody is going to say when they come back.
Yeah, we got a lot of spectators in here, but when the players come back, they have priority to speak. So
Yeah.
let them talk. Oh, we got a lot of
Truly
spectators in here.
well time.
Very nice. 42,000 damage on the gun battleship. What the fuck?
Isn't that a Dreadnought?
Distant Overlord. It's got 4-track correlators and a spyglass.
Bruh.
Okay, it's a little more than I thought I did.
You're fucking.
That's a lot of damage.
He's so
Holy
hard.
shit, Hunter.
Yeah, the gun missile, baby.
Go burr.
I told you.
Really like these command missiles on the backpack. It actually, like, dealing with those multi-mission tugs is a lot easier with this thing.
Yeah, I needed to just run away from it. I was thinking, oh, I can just jam out the command, and then I remembered, oh wait, they're home on jam too.
Yeah, their command home on jam.
It's like a multi-mission BB. The second mission is killing all your scouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the every mission BB.
This was an extremely high damage game.
This is a proper Coliseum bloodbath. Holy shit.
Foreheaded so mad. And I don't know how much of Reimark's arsenal he shot at me, but it was a lot.
Like half.
I shot 40%.
And I dodged a lot of it.
Yes, but you didn't dodge all of it. That's the critical part.
I still took C, which was very funny. But I'm mad that I pretty much died for free, though. Oh well.
Been watching Dark too much.
Yeah. Yeah, you've been learning from my bad YOLO choices.
We gotta give him the dark. What's it called? We need the dark water roll, dark.
Yeah. Nah,
It is.
We need a new roll, fucking forehead Amger. You only get it for 1 day, but if you have forehead, you fucking get it.
Yeah. Maybe.
That one was a lot closer than I thought it would be, to be honest.
I thought we were gonna win that at first. But...
Oh, dude,
thought you were
I
gonna
went
win
into
that,
that
yeah.
fully expecting this hit.
Why'd you have to tempt me to come up to the top of the map?
I wanted to shoot you with the rails.
I just fucking got cocked by containers, so that was...
After
Yeah,
dealing with
Hunter got a Dreadnought, the prestige thing.
No, half of that damage is with missiles.
Oh, is it? No.
Yeah, yeah, it has to be
excuse
ballistics.
Excuse me, it's on a gun BB.
Don't
You know,
give a shit.
Hunter,
In fairness, those missiles are basically just shells.
Also,
That
they're
is
standard.
true.
They're
Guided shells.
It's just a guided shell, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also Testulous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't that count for Testulous?
No, it doesn't.
It's that guided shells already exist.
Fair enough.
Fucking ship themselves.
you know, Hunter, after getting cucked by containers, I think you just have to learn to enjoy watching.
I don't know, dude. I'm just gonna hold my fucking breath.
It should say at the top.
Just make a.
Imperial,
make
you got a lot of
container
background
ladder,
noise.
cuck chair.
No, my Voxels were
My bad.
basically in perfect condition at the end of the map. I should have been way more aggressive at trying to get into the B&B caps to hold them.
Yeah.
I think,
I
you
think
just got
if you had-
getting memed.
I think if you had split up after recapping D, you would have won.
I needed to deal with those 2 line ships that were backed by B.
You didn't though.
No, the
Oh, we already have
Yeah,
those?
because they were already under fire from the BB and the rail, so they were in a real bad
Oh.
way.
Yeah, I was
Gotcha.
hurting.
Also, like, you don't have to kill every enemy ship. You just have to win on points, right?
Yeah.
that was an incredibly good game.
Did you record that one, Dark?
Oh yes.
Hell yeah.
God damn it.
Now everybody can see my embarrassment as I get fucking murdered by the missile battleship.
I'm
Missile
pissed.
battleship can't hurt you.
Yeah.
Okay,
I really-
I hope my good ass cap game also got recorded. Otherwise, I'm gonna sue for bias, libel.
Yeah, I'm gonna close this out and then we can get to the next one.
I was
Yeah.
very...
Woo! Crow said it best when they joined that game. GG! Oh man, proper Coliseum bloodbath indeed. That's what we like to see. That's what we're fucking looking for. Some of these Testulous matches lately have been kind of scuffed. Well, and some of them have been like really positional and cap centric, but we started this place because a bunch of crazy idiots who have a thirst for blood want to kill things as a group, and by God, that was certainly that kind of game. Oh man, I don't even have anything meaningful to say this outro. I'm so excited. Having a good time. I'm dragging it on for a really long time. Why are you still here? Don't be here. Go away. Go somewhere else. The video's over. Bye. See ya. Toodaloo.